Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and welcome to the start of my playthrough of the just recently released Amnesia Rebirth. And of course I'm coming fresh off of my first playthrough of Amnesia The Dark Descent, so hopefully it'll be easy to draw the connections between the two games' lore. But this game takes place quite a while after The Dark Descent. This is 1937, so a little bit less than 100 years after Dark Descent, but I imagine any of the connections will be to the supernatural stuff and not to Alexander or Daniel specifically. So let's get in here. I have heard good things about this, however, it's also apparently shorter than The Dark Descent. And also, of course, some people are butt mad about the protagonist being a fairly chatty French woman who is also pregnant. But I assume that if you're one of those people, you're not watching this. This game should not be played to win. Immerse yourself in the world and the story. Fear and darkness are your enemies. I.e., don't rush through without paying attention.
There is a moment when you realize what the pain has made of you. In hiding, curled in on yourself, unable to show the world your face. Acting on instinct, lashing out, even at those closest to you. Time has passed, and time is a thief. It has stolen your memories. The agony has faded, but so has every precious moment of joy.
And as you might expect, just like the first game,
been hollowed out from the inside.
We have amnesia.
And there's nothing left of the person you used to be. But you try. You try to remember how to smile. You try to remember how to love. And one day you crawl out from your hiding place and step back into the world. And then, every day, you do what you must to survive.
I take it then that Tasi has not lived the happiest of lives.
What was that?
Nothing. Don't worry.
Pretending it's not there won't make it go away.
Salim, it's just turbulence. It'll settle down soon.
Yes, I know. It's hard though.
Somebody's got flight anxiety.
But your heart disagrees.
Try to sleep.
I couldn't. I keep imagining what might go wrong.
I wonder if plane anxiety was a lot more common, you know, back in the early days of commercial flight.
I had no idea you brought him.
I didn't want him to be lonely.
I know, my heart. It's good for him to have an adventure, but he'll be glad when this journey's over, I think. He's had a hard life.
And there's so much more to come.
Alex?
Him.
Yasmin, get up here! Hello. Algiers. Can anyone read me? Mayday!
We seem to be crashing into a dimensional rip.
Read!
Hey, hold on!
One thing that's been kind of confirmed about this game is we will be seeing the other world that's only mentioned in Dark Descent.
Stay with me, baby!
Starting with a plane crash does
Don't lose it. No.
give me unfortunate reminders of Outlast 2, which was a fucking awful game.
Don't forget. It's her. It's all because of her. Focus! I am Tasi. I am still Tasi.
My name is Tasi.
What? Where?
Looks like she's being affected by the black worm jism.
Fight it. Don't give
Alright, shake it off.
me. You can make it.
So, we
Don't lose it.
we didn't have an amnesia drink, I think, this time. We just have flight-related brain damage. Quickly, drink your laudanum.
I have laudanum. It will help, but you must try to keep calm, or it will get worse. Do not allow yourself anger. Do not allow yourself to fear. You understand me, Tasi?
Try not to panic. It's been 7 years since your plane crashed. Well, that can't be good for a forming child. It's basically just liquid opium.
What happened? Where are they all? Where's Salim?
We don't seem to have that much amnesia. You still remember your love interest. I have to remember, she will die. Find Saum. I think it says Salim, but it looks like Saum. Weird. All the memories are already filled out? We just don't remember small pieces of them that allow us to have the audio. Okay, so reminders, I think, is where our quest objectives are going to show up.
My book. My handwriting. I don't remember.
I guess it makes more sense that she doesn't have complete amnesia. Since, you know, just injury related. Okay, gotta turn down the sensitivity. Because that is still pretty high. Yeah, that's a little better.
Mrs. Ritter. Mr. Hanechi. Hello? Are you here?
That's the doctor. I'm here. I'm here.
Man, these guys are assholes. They just left us in here.
Crew of the Cassandra. Can anyone hear me?
Hello. Hello. This is Tasi. Useless.
This is Dr. Mitchell.
No, you gotta hold the button down to transmit, Tasi.
Is anyone there?
I mean, people were complaining about the visuals, but I think going directly from Dark Descent to this, I'm definitely gonna notice that they look pretty decent. But yeah, Frictional has never really been about having the fanciest graphics, and the HPL engine is pretty dated at this point. Cockpit door handle. I gotta grab the handle.
Salim? Eva? Can
Oh,
anyone hear me?
it was already in the right position. One thing I've also heard about this game is that there's a lot less just constant darkness. You know, there are actually well-lit areas like this. This is like as far as I can get from the plane.
For God's sake, help me!
Shut up, Richard. I'm trying to get a thumbnail.
I remember. People were hurt. In the crash, I was here. I think. Where did they go? Where's Salim?
Okay, I'm also going to turn off that subtitles option, where it slowly spells out, because it's just too slow. There's an option for that. Yeah, turn that off. It's just... that slow ticking across is actually more distracting than just having the whole line already there. Oh my god.
My friend, we'll get you out.
It's not your fault, game, but I just want no subtitles and no filters for a second. There we go. Good enough. So yeah, we have crashed in Algeria.
Leon, Jonathan, give us a hand here.
Oh, now we've got two-handed objects that you have to drag. Daniel can do everything one-handed, as well as Philip.
In my case, left side, bandages, quickly.
Bandages. Oh, don't need that.
No, Rachel!
Okay, so clearly whatever happened for her to lose her memory happened after the crash and not because of the crash.
Christ and these little angels. We are fucked here.
That guy must be South African. Is that fire crackling? It's kind of bubbly sounding. This looks like a climbable ledge, but apparently we cannot climb.
I'm going to fry out here.
Staying in direct sunlight is a bad idea. Keep to the shade. It's like the opposite of Amnesia. Stay in the dark, otherwise you'll get hot. Are we also going to get sanity effects from heat stroke? Oh, the bubbling was my skin. I see. Well, I don't think we're going to be able to Flight of the Phoenix this, so... gotta find the path, which is clearly this path. I want to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Somehow I think the stay in the shade mechanic is not going to be a lasting one. Ooh, what's that?
God. Oh, God.
Well, that's definitely a shallow grave. So do we not have a health indicator anymore? I don't know, maybe this has regenerating health.
But we've no choice. We need to get them to shelter.
I know. It's Salim. He's hurt. You know what he's like.
Let's get him down there, then you and I can sit on him while the doc takes a look. Don't worry. The caves aren't far.
Though, even Soma did not really have regenerating health. You had to stick your finger in a robot butthole to heal. It keeps telling me I can rotate stuff. So we don't have any kind of lantern, just a... is that a French press, this thing? Coffee maker of some kind. So, I guess we just gotta book it to get to the next shade. This is her running speed. Walk speed. Run speed. It's not much faster. Daniel could definitely sprint a bit more. I don't think we're gonna be jumping over any monsters in this one. Cat tongues.
Salim! Salim, are you there?
So, for the moment, our objective is just to find her husband, boyfriend, whatever. Not to go murder someone. And I don't even know if this game has kind of a central antagonist like Alexander. Tried not to spoil very much. Oh, that's a pretty good shadow, though. Dud, 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 dud. Do we have a body? Oh, we do have a body. I don't even think you had that in Amnesia, did you? So I'm also going to guess that in addition to crashing in Algeria, we probably crashed somewhere near the tomb of Tin-Hanan, where the two orbs were discovered by Daniel and Herbert, his mentor. Oh, that she can just lift like it's styrofoam.
People have been here.
So, we'll be shot with salt instead of dying of thirst. I agree.
Leon.
What? No point getting your hopes up. We're in this shit.
You gotta take this expedition and you gotta put it in the shit. Wouldn't I want this water skin? You know, to stop some of that brain-melting dehydration.
Oh, there is a cave. Oh, thank God.
I thought she was getting spooked from standing in the dark for 5 seconds.
Dearest Susan, dearest Alfie, the stories don't do this place justice. It is amazing. You've never seen anywhere as busy as the market in Algiers. The smells, the flavours, the colours, and oh, the noise. I may have picked you both up a little something. You never know your luck. All my love, always. Dad.
Well, at least these are all voiced now, apparently. Not just the ones from your protagonist. So I won't have to read them all out. What does that say? Renqua Blanc Blano? Apparently I'm not good at reading French upside down. House founded in Amiens. Alright, so there was nothing important to be reading that for. We don't have any kind of light source yet.
Oh, Tasi, look at the hands. Such tiny, perfect fingers. Hello. Hello, my little one.
Well, this can't be a memory, I don't think, unless they had another kid. She probably doesn't even remember she's pregnant yet.
It's all right. I can manage.
Come on. Not far now.
So we seem to be following our own
Hello?
trail.
Is anyone there? Salim!
As though we've been here and for some reason we went back to the plane.
Hold him more tightly, or the stitching will tear.
I'm sorry. I will be still.
Ooh, that doesn't look great.
Salim, I have you.
That kind of looks like his torso is separated from his hip. Is that just a bucket of guts? Or is that like jewelry? Achievement unlock. Amnesiac. Yeah, thanks.
This is us. Salim and me. I brought this here.
Love transcends law. What does that mean?
What is it?
I had something to say to you. A whole speech, something poetic, but...
You don't need to say anything.
I know, it's just... I never thought this would happen. Any of this. You and me, I would never have imagined it.
Salim, there is no one I would rather spend my time with.
Really?
Really? Stop worrying. I'm in love with you, you idiot.
You are my heart, Anastasie Trianon.
Why does he look like he's just laying
No poetry.
in a bush? Like the entire rest of his body is in a bush. Alright, one of our memories restored. There doesn't appear to be anything in this medkit because I can't even open it. So yeah, we don't have a lantern. I know there are matches, but I don't know if that's our only light source. Okay, so we just still have to read some of this. James Henry Mitchell, Expedition Leader. Rachel Holt, Assistant to Mr. Mitchell. Alexander Melville Sterling, expedition sponsor. Richard Fairchild, assistant to Mr. Sterling. Dr. Anton Metier, expedition doctor. Leon DeVries, mining supervisor. Jonathan Weber, engineer. Anastasie Trianon, engineering drafter, so that's us. Eva Ritter, geologist. Lucas Ritter, rifle. Malik Tambura, guide. Salim Hananachi, guide. Nicholas Mason, pilot. And Yasmin Chabani, hostess. I'm sure we're going to find most of them dead throughout our journey. So where are we? There's Morocco. And yeah, I guess we're somewhere in here. So it may be that they were going on an expedition, but I don't think that they were going on an expedition to the tomb we're going to end up probably going into.
To those who follow, I am Salim Hanachi. I crashed with the crew of the Cassandra on March 3rd, 1937. I and others were injured. We stayed while the rest of the crew went for help. My companions are dead now, and the radio is broken. I cannot wait alone. There is some sort of creature here. I must go after the crew as best I can. They followed the path through the mountain. I will leave signs. Tasi, if I do not find you, know that you are my heart.
So that note actually was in one of the trailers.
Why couldn't you wait?
He narrated it while they showed off a bunch of locations.
Promise.
So it seems that now we are following Salim, who is following anyone else who's still alive. So we got a double follow going on. Someone drag one of the seats all the way from the plane here?
My darling Amanda, by now you'll know about the crash. And you'll know that our situation is a bit sticky. We're off for a walk through the desert to see if we can find a radio or a village or some other sort of help. Everyone's putting a brave face on it. But no one really knows what's going to happen. So maybe this is it. Maybe this is the last you'll hear. If it is, I'm sorry, my love. I suppose it's my fault for wanting a big adventure. I should have stayed home after all. Please tell them both that I love them. Tell Susan that she's the best girl in the world. And tell Alfie to look after his sister. Now I'm sitting here with tears in my eyes and my hands are trembling and I just don't know what to write. I don't know how to say goodbye. I can't believe this is goodbye. I love you, my darling girl. I know in my heart we'll see each other again. Even if it's not in this life. You're Jonathan.
He wrote this note, but then he just left it here instead of even, like, giving it to the people who were leaving, even if he died, you know? Like, how is anyone gonna get that? Yasmin Chabani. So, I already forget from that list if Jonathan was the sponsor of this trip, and that's why he's like, I wanted a big adventure.
My father keeps nagging me for grandchildren. Did you leave her in Paris?
Yes.
Is she with her
Yasmin, I'd like to check the Sadiola samples are packed up. Give me a hand.
Of course, Mr. Mitchell. Sorry, Hank.
Well, seems like Yasmin Jabani is going to be the first to have gone. Boy, it'd be nice if I could see. Alright, so we don't have any matches. That's our tinderbox equivalent. Thought you should have this. It captures you both so well.
But I can't. I work
won't stay here. There's something in the tunnels, I swear it.
You won't be staying. You'll be with us, and I'll take care of you. Come here.
Love transcends laws, even in the 1930s. Okay, so you can press R to light a match, and I'm pretty sure that we can use those as a light source, and not just to light these. So yeah, it seems that we are trying, or our expedition was to set up a mine. That's why we had engineers and drafters and everything. So this is not an expedition to go find ancient relics, even if it's going to turn into one. Okay, I think we got everything from our dead, or potentially dead compatriots.
Oh no!
Oh, speaking of dead compatriots. Someone got buried, someone else did not get any sort of burial.
I know him. Lucas, I think.
I did not know him well. Well, I know at least one person watching this who will be able to read this, because they are German, but it's all, well, German to me. And we did hear we had at least one German guy on the crew before the plane crashed. I guess we don't anymore.
Eva. You are Eva.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Are we noticing anything about the fact that her mouth is fused shut? You don't think that's a little weird, Tasi?
Salim, I'm sorry. Without Lucas, I cannot bear it. The rest of you, this is not Salim's fault. I am of sound mind. Eva Ritter.
Like, am I wrong? It kind of looks like your mouth is fused shut. Maybe that happened after she died. Okay, already read that. Unfortunately, I already used my 2 matches. Oh, there's some more. Oh, okay. We also have to move slowly with our match. So I don't know if this game has sanity effects in the same way. Okay, so you have to actually have a match out to light it. I mean, that looks creepy, right? That's gotta be important.
Salim?
This also means that we can light multiple torches with one match.
A note. He said he'd leave a trail.
I went to see Monsieur Esperandio at the market, but he has no more work until next week. I know that Tasi has savings, and I know that something will come, but it is hard. It is not just 2 of us now. I want to know that I'm keeping them safe.
I bet he wrote something on the other side, though, afterwards. Nope, never mind. That's not really much of a trail, then.
This is from Salim's old diary.
Okay, so we have 2 creepy dark paths. And it's nice to see that Tasi also has powerful Riddick eyes in the dark. Kind of even more so than Daniel, because she's not freaking out.
I'm not sure this is the best idea.
Okay, she does have sanity effects too, then. So yeah, now we can not only see, but also run around lighting everything we can while the match lasts. Will increase your fear. Yes, fear.
If only I had a lantern or...
I'm guessing we will get a lantern equivalent at some point. And that these matches are more like the glow sticks from... Well, not really, because now that I think about it, the glow stick in Penumbra was infinite. You know, you had flares, which were your limited light source. Then you had the flashlight, which was also limited by battery. Then you also had...
I hope I can find
the glow stick, which was infinite.
That's better.
I've heard there's also like a
God.
sanity effect type jump scare when you get too scared, so I guess I should have expected there'd still be sanity effects. But as you might expect, matches are kind of a shitty light source. They don't last very long. Even these old wooden ones, which were a little better than, you know, the typical paper ones. Oh, I think we're getting spooked.
That's better.
Okay, the dark seems especially aggressive in this area.
I feel so much better in here.
More matches. So is this like a little save room? This little unnatural cave shrine? Holy Mother, hear my plea. And it looks like it says tin at the end. As in tin-hanan, the first woman, which is something that's only vaguely mentioned in the first game. They mentioned it once, that they were looking for the tomb of tin-hanan, and then never again. But I don't think we can last long in the dark without her freaking out.
I never thought I'd miss the desert sun.
Well, that was kind of a waste of a match.
What was that?
A letter came from Hang Mitchell. He offers her work. A journey to French Sudan. I pray that she will take it. It is what she needs, what both of us need. To be away from these memories and back into the world.
So we weren't actually supposed to be going to Algeria. We were just supposed to be passing over to French Sudan. Okay, this seems to be a precarious pit. There's something glowing down there.
Careful.
I gotta hurry, I'm out of matches. Gotta shake off my spook brain. Alright.
There's something. My eyes. What's
Any light source in a storm.
What's wrong with me?
Okay, I wasn't sure if I failed the fear effect there.
What the hell is wrong with me?
Clearly, she got a touch of the Eldritch in her. And it's now making her crazy, and probably also...
This isn't where How did I get here?
Why, she can't remember anything.
What did I do?
I'm gonna take it that wasn't an intentional like game over, and that actually just
The pain. It's gone.
was supposed to happen. There's drag marks here, so we were probably dragged here. So the chances that Salim ended up becoming one of the creatures that are going to be in this game, whatever they are. Though I don't think we'll be seeing those for a bit, based on what I read.
What is this stuff?
What's going on with these float rocks? Are those supposed to be floating? I think they're magnetized to this pillar. Alright, well, we're going to wrap up here in a moment, but let's get out of the dark at least.
This thing on my wrist, it...
Well, that looks pretty eldritch.
Is it mine?
You probably shouldn't look at that for more than a couple seconds, or it will, like, I don't know, melt your brain. Alright. So it can open portals. Well, I have a feeling that this might be a portal to the other world. So I think this is actually a good place to end the episode right here before we find out what's beyond this pulsating door. Though it's going to be a little disappointing if it turns out to just be another cave. But, until next time, I've been Shadefire, this is Amnesia Rebirth, and thanks for crash landing with me. Until next time, take care, folks.